Well, hey, beauty. I just want to pop in here quickly with another dose of M&M stress therapy. That's that thing that's just a word that starts with M to help you remember ways to keep your stress level down or to bring it down when it's ramped up, and also to prevent that stress from getting ramped up. And so you may know me as kind of a tapping queen. I teach EFT, the emotional freedom technique, tapping, because that is the fastest, quickest way to lower your stress that I know. And you can combine it, you can use it while you're doing other things. So even in the movement, you could be tapping. I love to tap and walk, especially if there's been something that just won't go away. I have this weird feeling, or, something's ramping up inside of me that it usually ends up with impatience and snarkiness and, maybe whininess or, some kind of frustration. And walking is the one thing that really helps me get that through, and tapping at the same time is magical. But I want you to just think about the idea of movement, because it comes in all forms. So I just mentioned walking, but dancing, stretching, exercise, biking, gardening, up here right now, shoveling snow, or going sledding and skating and outdoor activities, skiing. So if you're in those climates where maybe you're out swimming and surfing and sailing, right? There's all sorts of things. But it doesn't have to be anything organized. It doesn't have to be planned. I know for me, movement is the first domino for me to set my day. And if that doesn't go, I don't do my workout, then the rest of the day I just don't want to do anything else. So it does help me, eat more healthy and get my work done, etc. Some people are the opposite. They do it at the end of their workday or later. So what works for you is best. And even when you are struggling to have any kind of movement because you have mobility issues, and you can have illnesses and diseases, you can have injuries, right? So you can start your day by moving in bed and just move joints that will move. So, fingers and wrists and ankles and legs and knees, and just gently move. Move your head from side to side, stretch your neck. Do some things like that before you swivel over to get out of the bed. And while you're sitting on the side of the bed, if you're able, lift your arms, and just do some movement, really, really working it. I'm going to stand up for just 1 second. I don't know what's going to happen to the background here, everything else. But the idea is you can even just gently bounce on the soles of your feet, alternate left and right if you wish, just kind of move the knees at the same time. Start getting some movement. So those rebounders, little mini trampolines, are excellent for that. And I was taught by an incredible woman who does the lymphatic drainage education, and she said, it's not about really pouncing, it's about gentle bouncing for no more than 20 minutes at a time, and really 5 to 10 is good. And there are many other ways. And get creative and think about movement. One of the places to do that really is in the kitchen. And I learned that from somebody who was a trainer a long time ago. She even did videos on it. And you can think about when you're bending to get something out of a lower cupboard. Do a squat. When you're going down, use your body in a correct way, not just bending over and hurting your back, right? Use your knees, use your legs. When you're reaching, do another little stretch. I have to get a step stool or my little grabber thing because I'm vertically challenged. But, see how creative you can get with movement. My partner will sit while we're watching something on television, binging on Netflix, and he'll be moving his leg up and down or doing something. It's just very inspiring. It doesn't really make me do that because by that time of the day, I'm not really there. But I just want you to see that movement is so important. It's for your body, for your muscles and your joints, your skeletal system, but also for your nervous system, for calming your nerves, to allow you to breathe and let go of the spinning thoughts in your mind. And it's so important for your brain to get that oxygen pumping. The blood is moving and bringing that oxygen to the whole body and to the brain. So as you move, if you're struggling with anything, if you have any kind of issue, you can tap. I love to use under the collarbone points, which are right here. Those little knobs come down and out into that indentation. It's about an inch or so. And you can tap both hands or one. Put your whole hand there and tap that way, or really even right across it. It's one of my favorites. But you can tap this way while you're doing that bouncing. I did it in very, very frustrating, over-the-top anxiety times in my life. It's part of how I discovered tapping and got into coaching, actually. But in the middle of it all, I could literally rinse a little dish under the faucet in the kitchen and tap with my other hand because things were really, really stressful. And it just kept me more calm, able to make the decisions that needed to be made. So I invite you to try this, to think about what kind of movement can I do today and every day. And if you're into the exercising, you do upper body one day, lower body the next, or combine different movements. I usually have something for the whole body because I have a trainer, but he alternates day 1 and day 2, so the movements are different. To give yourself permission to do something for you, for your body, mind, and spirit. And let me know how it goes. Send me your comments. Tell me what it is that works best for you, because this community that we're building here on YouTube is growing, and your comments really help other people find it, especially if you subscribe and, oh yes, if you share. But your comments are very important because there's somebody else out there who will not feel so alone when they see someone like them who has issues that they have too, or similar, because we all have it. And when we have aches and pains, there's a lot of emotion involved in that. And that's another specialty of mine, but we can come back with that at another time. Please enjoy, share. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you again soon. Let me know how it's going. I really appreciate it.